who do you like, man, between a big unification bout at heavyweight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua?
Tyson Fury. Smarter, more intelligent, rangier, better footwork, craftier. You know what I mean? He, like I said, Joe, there's a lot of things that Fury has that's going to give him the separation in a fight like this, okay? Joshua is going to have to, be the aggressor. And to me, he's not an intelligent pressure fighter, okay? He just, I can tell he's kind of clumsy doing it, okay? He likes the guys that come to you. He likes fighters to come to him, and that's where he fights his best. But if he's got to fight a mobile, athletic, agile, 6'9", intelligent fighter like Tyson Fury that knows who's educated on how to use his jab, how to change the speed of his jab, how to use his jab to set up, his combinations, how to use his feints to set up his combinations. You know what I mean, Joe? All that stuff right there, man. That's boxing IQ that Joshua doesn't have. Okay, you know what I mean? He's Fury. He's a very smart fighter. Okay, if you watch him when he fought Wilder the last fight, the little feints he throws, how he mixes up his jab. Okay, throw hard jabs, a lot of touch jabs, a lot of pity pat jabs, just to keep you off balance, Joe. Heavyweights, they don't see that. Okay, they don't see that kind of. They don't see those kind of skill sets at the big boy division. His movement, agile, mobile. Okay, he can also fight both ways, Joe. Okay, right-handed or southpaw. But the thing is, Fury, he's gotten a lot better in the inside. Okay, and that's, to me, Joshua's dangerous with that right uppercut, left hook. But he's not a real good inside fighter. He's not a real good consistent inside fighter. Okay,
we saw that in the first Andy Ruiz fight, Gogue.
Yeah. That told me, he'll have his moments once in a while. But his big weapon is that right uppercut, left hook. That's what he's got to. That's what Wilder takes that away. He'll own Joshua on the inside. Okay, the way you take that away, Joe, you smother Joshua on the inside. You take that lead shoulder, that left shoulder, and stick it right in the middle of his chest, Joshua's chest, okay? So Joshua doesn't have no room to throw that right uppercut or left hook. Hell, when you got that, when he got that lead left shoulder right in that guy's chest, Joe, he can't even throw that uppercut, okay? Because, Tyson, by doing that, Tyson Fury takes away both those weapons. And, Tyson Fury understands leverage. He knows, he understands, using his weight, his size to push you back and everything, okay? And I like to see Joshua fight going backwards. He can't. But, Fury, he's got a little bit better on the inside. He's not really skilled, but he's better than Joshua. It's just all around, Joe. He's just got so much more dimensions to his game. The only way he's going to win this fight is if he knocks out Fury, and that ain't going to happen. Fury's got a heart of a lion, okay? He gets knocked down, he gets back up, okay? All right? But that ain't going to happen, okay? Fury is just too smart, too intelligent. So many layers, so many more layers to his game than the robotic, clumsy Joshua.
I'll also say this, Gogue, and can you expound on this from a trainer's perspective, how important this is in a big fight? Tyson Fury, and Terrence Crawford remarked on this. He said, you know what? I always pride myself on being very relaxed on the day of the fight going into the ring. Yeah. And I've never seen a fighter more relaxed than Tyson Fury going into a big fight. He said he was shocked at how relaxed this gentleman is. And then in contrast, Gogue, you look at Anthony Joshua when that fight in the Middle East, the rematch against Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua looked to be as nervous as a toothache. Can you talk about what difference that makes through the course of the fight?
James Toney said it best one time in a video. You got to be relaxed. That's the key. That's what his coach, that's what his longtime old school trainer, the late great Bill Miller, preached to him. You got to stay relaxed, Joe. I preach that every fucking day in the gym to these kids when they spar, when they shadow box, when they hit the heavy bag. Relax. Don't tighten up. Don't get all tense. Everything should be nice and smooth. Mantequilla. nice and loose, okay? All old school trainers preach the importance of being relaxed, Joe. That's the key, okay? Every old school trainer back then preached being relaxed. Think. See, Joe, when you're relaxed and you're nice and loose, you could think better. And when you could think better, Joe, you can make better adjustments in there, okay? You can adjust better. That's why it's so important to be relaxed, nice and loose, okay? And when you're tensed up, Joe, the punches hurt you more. When you're relaxed, you know what I mean? They don't hurt as bad.
You know, also, Emmanuel Stewart told me this once, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but he also stated you can react a lot quicker when you're not so tense. Is that the case, Gogue?
Yep, that's what I mean, Joe. You can adjust. You think better, okay? When you can adjust and think better, that means you can react better, okay? You got to be nice and loose. Duran was nice and loose when he fought. Sugar Ray Leonard. Salvador Sanchez. Oh, he was nice and relaxed when he fought. You know what I mean? James Toney. James Toney was so relaxed in there when he fought. You know what I mean? It's mental. It's a mental, Joe. Being relaxed is a mental state, okay? And how do you get it? Through experience. That's the number one way.
Wow. Yeah, indeed. I tell you what, Gogue, that's very, very insightful.
Want to hear something
brother.
funny, Joe?
Let's hear it, my brother.
Funny? Look at all these goofball strength and conditioning coaches that put their fighter through all those fucking goofball strength and conditioning programs, and their fighters still get tired in the fight. You know why, Joe? They don't know how to relax, okay? That's the bottom line. You see it. All these guys, I did this. I jumped off boxes. I ran up hills. I lifted wheelbarrows up hills and all this shit. I flipped tires from here to Pakistan and all this shit. But when they get in a fight, they still get tired because they don't know how to relax, Joe. They don't know how to stay loose, okay? They don't know how to breathe, okay? They don't know how to, to keep their shoulders, less tense and stuff like that. What I mean relax, Joe, is fighters get tensed in the shoulders, so they got to relax them. They got to relax the mind. Take a deep breath. Breathe good, okay? Don't hold your breath in, okay? When you throw punches, don't hold your breath in. Don't keep it, Or when you throw punches, don't go, ah. You know what I mean?
So running and all that. That makes you more tense. So don't punch like Rolly Romero is what you're saying.
Yeah, that makes you tense. That makes you tense. Stupid. It's fucking stupid. Stay nice and loose, man. That's the key. But a lot of these trainers nowadays, they don't preach this shit. Okay, Buddy McGirt does. You watch Buddy. I've seen videos of him in the gym. He preaches that a lot. They relax. Yeah. But a lot of these trainers now, they don't preach this shit.
Indeed. I'll say this, Gogue. Yeah. To me, I would have to agree with you, Gogue, that Tyson Fury definitely has the edge at this point in both fighters' respective careers going into head-to-head, and I think a huge part of that is not only the physical gifts and how truly versatile Tyson Fury seems to be in the ring, but it's also the mental awareness and how relaxed he always seems to be.
Experience, Joe. I heard he had a good amateur background. That helps out a lot too, Joe.